Give him one of those.
Hey, welcome to Chain Gang Sports. I'm John Pope.
I'm Ryan White.
And we're back, man.
Yeah.
I've been missing you.
I haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while, right?
And I gotta say, the flow that you got going underneath that hat is legit.
Well,
man.
I decided to go hippie.
I think it's a good look. I think you should keep going with it.
I don't know how Alicia likes it, but I'm going hippie.
No, it looks real good, man.
So anyways, great show tonight. I'm excited. Are you getting some echo?
Okay.
It's not a problem. Great show tonight. We've got the LR fishing team on.
Look at that, man. Look at that smile right there. He's so pumped to be over here.
And not only that, look at their, do you guys call them jerseys?
Yep.
Oh, your jerseys are
they're official.
On fire. So we've got with us Coach Sweeney. Coach, how are you, man?
Good. How about you?
Good. I'm really good because I'm going to throw this out there. I've got to. I was just at a benefit auction and I won a fire pit that you donated.
Yep.
So I'm super excited. Yeah. So Coach, okay, hold on. Let me, we're going to, for our sponsors, we always try to work them into the show. And so I'm going to tell you who our sponsors are real quick. Greenbox Photography, post-game pizza, which we're eating right now.
It smells so good.
Oh, can you get us?
They're all just chowing down. Just
Shelter Insurance.
No shame.
J&G Services, MDP Motors, Julian's Heating and Air, Rogersville Pharmacy, and B&B Well and Pump. So we try to work that into conversation just naturally.
And we encourage anyone that's up here, if you see a segue, just go with it.
Fire
away.
I saw this car, but it's not as nice as the one in, you get it? Okay. So we're right there. We also want to thank Citizens Bank of Rogersville for making this happen. They've been with us since we started, and just really good, solid support from them, and we're proud to be associated with them and the Citizens Bank of Rogersville studios here.
Yep.
So, but yeah, Coach, tell us a little bit. We've got 2 pair of kids coming on here in just a second.
Two teams.
Tell us about your season, first year coach, what your expectations are.
I don't know if I just wanted to go out and catch fish but so this year we've got 10 teams. We've got 5 junior teams and 5 high school teams. Then, like you said, I started doing this for the first time this year. JP started this, 10 years ago?
Many
years ago. All his kids have graduated and moved on, so he found it was time to pass it on. So myself, Cody Ellison, and Drew Harris are now the coaches for it, and trying to do what we can. Figure it out as we go.
So you guys have you've had a few tournaments already.
Yep.
How have we done? How have we fared so far?
Pretty decent, I think. Actually, Colden and Donovan are right now. They are in second place for points for the junior division.
Oh, wow.
And how many, do you have any idea, roughly, how many teams we're talking here?
Junior division, 108.
And you're second?
And they're second, yeah.
Okay.
And then the high school division, there's 198 teams. I'm not sure right off the top of my head where the high school teams are sitting right now. The fishing's been hard this year, but except for Colton and Donovan, they've been
So the young kids are by far the best fishermen, is what I'm hearing. Okay, got it.
I think I can see expressions from the older kids, but no, bass are on their spawn right now, and so how does that affect your fishing?
For us that don't use live scope, it makes it easier, I think.
Yeah.
You can fish the banks more.
Yeah.
But I don't know, lake fishing, I've fished my whole life, but lake fishing is new to me. So it's a whole different ball game than, going to the river, going to a pond. There's a lot more to it. So.
And this is more like a club associated with the school in a sense, right? So the kids basically, they're out there and they fish when they can, practice when they can, and then we just go to tournaments. Is that kind of the gist of it?
Yeah, we've had 2 qualifiers so far, Bull Shoals and Lake of the Ozarks. We've got Table Rock next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, they'll post points. They'll take the top 40% to the championship at Stockton Lake.
Okay. We expect all of our kids to be there.
It would be
Every
nice.
one of them.
That would be nice. Yes.
So coaching is especially, for all coaches, but you're running your own business. You got a family at home. There's got to be some sort of passion there to coach, because the money probably doesn't do it for you, but
No, yeah, there's definitely no money involved, but I enjoy fishing. I will say I feel like the start of the season was a full-time job, but Cody and Drew have been great helping with that. Just trying to bring money in and, be able to pay entry fees for the kids and help with boat fuel and stuff like that.
And you have an auction going on.
Yes.
Right now.
Tomorrow night, actually, we'll draw winner on that.
Okay. So when can I get my tickets?
You can buy tickets tonight. I got some in the truck.
Okay. So up to what time though?
Up until our meeting's at 6:00 tomorrow. So
okay.
That'll be, cut off by then.
And what is it?
Midwest Gun, just right next door. They sponsored it. It's going to be a Ruger American Gen 223.
Yep.
And then runner-up will get a fishing trip with JP Sell's son, Andrew.
Oh, wow.
He started a guiding service, so he donated a trip.
That's a good deal.
Dang. Is it down on Table Rock also?
You get to pick Table Rock, Taneycomo, or Bull Shoals.
Holy moly.
Wow.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of diving this week, and I can tell you the big guys are getting closer. I mean, they're getting very shallow right now. 25 to 20 feet. I'm starting to see. I haven't updated Jesse yet. We talk all the time about fishing, but seen some big guys. And is that par for course for this season?
I think so. Cody'd probably answer that better than I can, but I don't know. Some of these tournaments that I've been to here lately, just charity tournaments and stuff. There's guys that they're pulling some big fish out, but they're out there catching them deep. That's for sure.
So for the folks that may be watching or may watch this later that may not know, just give them like a rundown. Like, how do you get involved in this? How do you, if you got a kid that wants to fish, like give us the high level. This is how you get in.
So
this is what we do.
They would just need to contact us. You've got to have a boat and a boat captain.
And a captain. Yeah.
Yes. Then it's 2 kids to a boat, but if you don't have a fishing partner, that's not a big deal. Just have to have a boat, and you have to have a boat captain.
Because Sam Wookie won't put up the money to buy us some boats. Is that kind of what
I am not going to respond to that whatsoever, Sam. No, I agree. I mean, how cool would that be?
Yeah.
If we had some LR, like 4 or 5, like top of the line LR boats going out there.
You know those paint jobs they do? Just have like a Wildcat on the side. Oh man.
Do other schools have stuff like that?
A few of them do. I feel like Carthage does. I can't think off the top of my head, but there's a few that do.
That's cool. No, so when you're out there, Coach, and these guys are out there, and I know they got their boat captains and things, are you able to talk to each boat?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, unless there's somebody breaks down or something like that. For the most part, you're not supposed to.
So you're in suspense till they get back of
pretty
what?
much, yeah. It's just you and the 2 kids that are fishing with
and
you.
the boat captains, if I remember right, they can like give advice, but can't help.
Well, there's a PTA division that's on Saturday that the boat captains actually get to fish with the kids.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
And then Sundays, it is just the kids. The boat captains can only, give advice, take hooks out, run the trolling motor,
Drive, yeah.
and that's it.
But they can't give advice, so they can't say, hey, they can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's I mean, and fishing's one of those things, and I listen to Jesse, and I tell him when he's over at the house, I'm like, you're gonna have to teach me how to fish, because I mean, I feel like I'm a good fisherman. Then I listen to him, and I'm like, crap, I'm not great.
Well, sounds like you need to get these 2.
Yeah,
when they get
invite
up here,
them
ask
over
them
for-
what we're doing.
But when you're doing that, I mean, how much like game film are you looking at? And I don't mean game film as far as other fishermen, but forecast and depths and season and, barometric pressure.
I mean, that's all stuff that I guess the boat captains would be looking at. I mean, when we have our meetings, we'll give suggestions, what you should be throwing, stuff like that. But everybody's got their favorite bait they throw. I mean, everybody's got their technique.
Yeah.
I usually just go and just throw something in the water.
But
I didn't know I was supposed to look at barometric.
You bring the
pressure.
tin can of Folgers with the worms in there.
Hey, man. Hey, whatever works.
They work.
Yeah.
They work good. So, Coach, how do you grow this program?
This year we've tried to really, make the Facebook presence known. That's something. JP's a busy man. You guys know how busy he is, and I think he had a lot that he wanted to do with the program, just not enough time. So I'm hoping that we can kind of continue what he envisioned for it. And
yeah, and are you because this is something that would you say? I don't want to speak for you, but like soccer, I think that's a great example. I think they take people that have never played the game and develop them into tremendous athletes. Is that something that we can do with fishing? Or
I think we could. I've had parents suggest we have like casting practice, stuff like that for some of the kids that are new to it. But then you've got a lot of kids on the team that they know what they're doing. That they'd probably be bored with that. But
sure.
But yeah, that's stuff that we can look at doing, and for the most part, it's just you got to go out and you got to fish.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just thinking. So I grew up in Cassville, and we always had Trout Day. We got out of school on Trout Day, and everybody went to Run River to fish. We don't have that here, but I wonder if there's something that you could do, like put together. Hey, we're going to be at this place this time. Over the summer. If you want to bring your little kids, come on out and let's just have a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that could be something to do.
Yeah, JP's got all those ponds out there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just flood JP's place.
Yeah, but I think honestly, you look at it, and I think in summer school you guys do trips out there. I think there's a lot of people that maybe football may not be for them or basketball, but they all want to be a part of something. And what better place than
and we had a lot of people contact us this year about wanting to join the team, wanted to get their kid on the team, but the
boat captains,
the boat captain is the big holdup.
So it sounds like we need to get more boat captains and promote that more than anything else.
Right.
Yeah. People willing to take time and volunteer, and yeah, that'd be awesome.
Right.
I don't have a boat.
Well, you need to get one. That's a good excuse to get a boat.
Right.
Don't ask Alicia, because she'll say no boats
I'm gonna
ever.
pass on that. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, no doubt. So as you guys are moving forward, I know little about it as far as is there a districts and
no? So we've got basically just 5 tournaments a year. You've got 3 qualifiers, then the championship, and then in September it's kind of the end of the year shootout. And that's kind of the end of our season.
And that's a qualifier. You have to qualify to get in there?
Not to the shootout.
Okay.
No, just everybody can fish that. And that's just an extra tournament that they give scholarship money away at. So,
yeah, that's the cool thing when we were visiting last time offline a little bit about the money that these kids have access to if they perform well, and it's for schooling in a scholarship form, which, they start this young, and if they're good, my gosh, you could rack up some money.
I think last year they gave away about $60,000 in scholarships.
Yeah, and I know Drury has been huge in that. I can't remember his name. Rick Emmett has been huge in that program.
Now colleges they're recruiting for that.
And MSU and Drury both have been in the top 10 in the nation in collegiate
fishing.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And that's Division I. That's against everybody. So
that's really cool.
Yeah. So there's money. There's if more than anything, I don't think a kid should enter a sport just to pay for school, because it typically doesn't pan out that way. But at the same time, I mean, you get to be a part of something, you know, and that's
be outside.
Yeah, get away from the the
Get into
games
nature. Yes.
and all that. So, Coach, I got to ask this question: what's the biggest bass you've ever caught?
The biggest I've caught's been 10-pound bass.
Wow.
But that was out of a farm pond. I know a lot of people at Fish Lake say that don't count, but
Yeah, there's
that's
kind
the
of that
biggest largemouth.
controversy, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. The biggest I've ever caught was 36 pounds, but I threw it back. I didn't even want to take a picture because I didn't want to rub it into everybody, but it was 36 pounds.
Wow. And it was this big.
No, but for real, the world record, like if you break the world record in bass, you're a multimillionaire right off the bat, right? I mean, I'm pretty
I don't
sure.
know. I know there used to be
wouldn't.
a reward, I guess is what they're calling it, but I don't know if they still have that.
As of a couple years ago, they did, and I mean it's millions. Like you break the world record, and I mean you're an instant millionaire. So
I need to fish more.
that's what I'm saying, Ryan. Like we do not need to be working these jobs that don't pay $1 million a year. We need to just be fishing all the time, right?
Yes.
Right, Alicia? Okay,
Oh, you got a thumbs up
I
on
got
that.
it. Well, it was.
She must have took her meds
It was-
from Rogersville
Oh!
Pharmacy. What?
Well, she took her meds from Rogers. I got to tell you this because it cracks me up. Is that okay to tell? So, have you ever seen that movie Say Anything, where John Cusack at the end he holds the old beatbox radio over his head to his girlfriend and is playing some romantic song?
Oh, okay.
Have you seen that?
No, I don't think so.
So I'm always trying to think of funny things to do to Jim.
Uh-huh.
And so Lisha texted me on Friday. She's like, "Can you pick up my meds?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I sat there about 10 minutes. I'm like, "Say anything. I got this." So I pull into the Rogersville Pharmacy parking lot. I take my shirt off.
Oh, nice. I like where
And
this is going already.
I've got a little like radio, one of those little Bluetooth radios, and I put it on some like 80s romantic song, and I'm just standing there holding it. And no one's like, the lady behind the counter's just, the teller, she's just staring at me.
Yeah, she's probably like, that guy
And
has
I'm
lost his mind.
They all know me by now. I mean, they always say it's funny and stuff, but apparently he had someone filling in or
Oh,
a
he
new
wasn't
girl
there.
or something. And like, I think she was about to call the cops.
Yeah, it may be.
And then finally Jim came out and so, you could say it's because of her pills, but I think it's because she's eating that post-game pizza over
Yeah,
there.
no doubt.
Post-game, a big sponsor of the Chain Gang here, 2 doors down. They have the best pizza. I mean, their thin crust is just, smack your mama. Good.
They got that ultimate cheese pizza over there. Have you ever had it?
Uh-uh.
You have got to try one piece of it.
Coach,
It will blow your
what's
mind.
your favorite piece?
We usually just get pepperoni.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
trust
about
me
where
on
we're
this
at.
one.
And the mac
And I'm
and,
just going to say right now, you're welcome.
and the mac and cheese is really good. So, Coach, as far as looking forward, you've got youth here. I forgot what grade you're in. Sophomore. Okay, that's what I thought. So, hey, don't laugh. So you've got youth on this team.
So they can start as early as 4th grade.
Okay.
Which is what Colden is. He's in 4th grade.
That's not nice, is it?
I coached Colden several years ago.
He is going to be the youngest Chain Gang
He was fun.
interviewer we've had.
I think he will be.
He will be.
Yeah.
World record. So. No, but you got
Millions.
How many boats? What would be a good success as far as like boat captains and teams? Could we manage?
I don't know. This year we've got 10. It hasn't been too awful to manage, I don't feel like.
So you got 5 teams this year.
No, 10 teams.
10 teams.
Oh, wow.
They
Okay.
got-
We've got 20 kids in the
Wow.
program this year.
Okay.
So
So if we could get 5 more next year, that'd be a
19 kids.
good
I forget one team's only got 1 kid on it.
Okay. So
simple math, though.
So the call once again is
We need more boats.
We need more
Boat
boats.
captains.
And you know how many retired people out there that are just saying, "Man, I'd love to just fish." What a joy it would be to be able to take these youth out
Mhm.
and experience success with
I don't know about you.
their He's not nice, is he? I'm nicer. When you get up here, I'll be. But I mean, like, what a joy that would be to be able to take kids out and introduce them to the sport, or support them if they already understand it. So
and there are there's a few of those captains out there on other teams I've met over the years. It would be great if we could get some in the area that would want to do that.
Yeah, and I want to tell you, Coach, too. Like, I will always pre-dive for you. If you got a spot that is like, man, we think they're, and I'll go down there and I'll wiggle a worm, or I'll wiggle some, a shaky tail, or whatever I got to do to help
some intel, man.
help the Wildcat, teams. I will do it. So you just let me know when. And
Right.
I mean, I get as much. I don't know if this is legal, but grab one and just put it on the hook. And, is that legal?
I don't know that'd be legal.
I don't know. It's addressed in the rules. Well, Coach, we got some team members coming up here. We want to thank you so much for what you
Thanks
do.
for having me.
I love. I wear my Wildcat fishing.
I had mine on just yesterday.
Yeah,
Working.
hat all the time, and what a great opportunity for girls and guys to get out and experience the outdoors and be competitive at it. So, anything you want to leave us with, or
Not that I can think of. I mean,
We need more boats.
We
We
need-
need
we
more
need-
captains for next
we need
season.
more boats and just sponsorship.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. We do the raffles, but we've been looking at past couple of years getting business sponsors.
okay?
So get some sponsors. I some of them got new jerseys. I got some local sponsors on there.
Well, that's
Um,
cool.
But yeah, that would be the biggest help is more boat captains and more sponsors.
Okay,
Cool.
because you guys fund this. I mean, this isn't funded through the school, is it?
No, we
Yeah.
raise all the money ourselves.
Yeah.
So
So, we need to make a push for this. And I'll tell you, Ryan and I will do whatever you need us to do to help,
Okay.
promote this for sure.
we'll definitely keep that in mind.
Yeah. Starting with, I'll take some gun tickets.
Okay.
So,
I'll go out and grab those. while
Okay.
the kids are up there.
okay, that sounds good. All right, Coach, we appreciate it. So nice to have you on the show, and thank you for what you're doing. And
Good
just
luck
wish
with
you
the rest. Yeah.
wish
Yeah.
you the best of
Yeah.
luck. So,
All right.
Looking forward to this weekend. So
Heck yeah.
yeah, you're on Table Rock, right? Yep.
So-
Cool.
Home
All
time.
right.
all right.
All right, we are about to introduce
Hey, John,
Yeah.
did you get a picture of that 34-pound bass?
Well, I didn't want to brag. That's
you-
my thing.
But what you could have done is you could have called Joe Thomas
with
with Green Box Photography, and he could have took a photo of
That
you
is the best.
with your fish.
That is the best. I love it. And
Do I need to move? Do I need to relocate?
a fish that size, Ryan. My little truck out there couldn't even hold a fish that size. So I need to go to MDP Motors and get me a 2500 series just to even pull my boat with that fish in it.
Amen, man.
Because I can pull my boat. Just you put a 35-pound bass in there,
It's too much.
it's too much. So go get you a 2500 series over at
Yeah.
MDP Motors. They got beautiful vehicles. So
Yep.
guys,
All right.
go ahead and introduce yourselves.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors for it. Rock, paper, scissors. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay.
I'm Jesse Roberts.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm Tanner. I'm part of the fishing team.
There we
for
go.
Logan Rogersville, with Jesse, my partner, and his dad Cliff as our boat captain.
That too.
Be honest with, we've done a little bit. We can catching them a little bit, but not terribly much. But
I want to know. Let's start this interview off the right way. Who's the better fisherman between the two of you?
I'd say it's pretty split.
Oh, come on.
Would you agree with that, Tanner? Jeff said, Jeff over here said that you were the. I'm just messing with you. This is how it's going all night, right? Jesse said split. What do you think? Do you agree?
he catches the bigger ones. I just catch the quantity.
Well,
It all evens out then,
I
right?
guess that's the truth, right?
Yeah.
You got big bass and you got the quantity because nothing. You don't want to go back. It's 5, right? Yeah. So you don't want to go back with 4. even that 2-pounder may push you a pound. Is it a pound? You get 15 inches and a pound is you can keep.
It's just
It's just a yeah.
Oh, 15 inches. Okay.
I believe it's 12 for spotting.
Okay. So 15 inches, even if it's a pound, that's a great, I mean, that adds numbers, right?
Yep, and it's all on a point system, so it all adds up in the end, right?
Yes, it does.
All right.
So, Jake, when did you start fishing? Jesse, when did you start fishing?
Jeff, Jake. How many names are we gonna get
You
through?
gotta lean
Yeah, I'm
in
gonna
there,
have.
man.
I'm gonna scoot this up.
I really, honestly, like my entire life, my dad's always had me on the boat fishing, no matter if it's a Zebco or a spinning rod. And when I was in 6th grade, he introduced me to a low profile reel.
Okay.
So just really all my life.
So it's been kind of a father-son thing that you've taken on, and you're continuing with your dad. He's your boat captain, and how has that been?
Well, I think at first it was just like really frustrating to work together because we both get frustrated. So I mean, but it's really been fun. I think it's brought us a lot closer.
Yeah.
I think that it's really improved our relationship as a son and a father.
Yeah, we didn't need to get into that,
That's-
but I mean, I'm
that's
glad
deep stuff,
you know.
man. I like that.
No, I'm messing with you.
What about you? How long you been fishing?
I've only been fishing for about 8-ish years now.
That's
I really haven't been big into it.
But that's half your life, right?
what?
That's half your life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a long time.
Yeah, I haven't really been big into fishing since 6th grade is when I started getting into it.
Mhm.
Like my first rod was probably it was a spinning rod, like always spinning combo. I mostly just started with ponds, and then 7th grade, Jesse and me became good friends, and then Cliff, his dad, was like introduced the fishing team to us, and we're like, sure, we'll do it,
That's awesome.
all that.
Well, it's awesome for him to take the time because he's like everybody else, raising a family and all that. I mean, and being able to take you guys out and do that. So that's awesome. How do you guys? Oh, go ahead, Ryan.
No. Do it.
How do you guys practice? I mean,
Well, it's really just whenever we have the time, honestly. Whether like practicing for the next tournament, it could be anywhere from casting into our driveway or going to the lake and fishing the weekend before,
Mhm.
or it could be the Friday before, or we honestly just go into a pond and just fishing and seeing what they're doing in the area or what they're doing.
it's a good idea. Yeah.
For people out there like me who don't know what you mean by practice casting, like, do you put a cup out there and you're like trying to pitch it in it, or what does that look like?
It could be anywhere from just casting as far as you can to a little spot that you set in your mind, or it could be pitching into a shot glass or a little red solo cup or something.
Huh. Maybe that's what I should do.
Well, in just, I mean, my own limited knowledge on it. I mean, you come into situations where every different type of cast you've got to know, or you're going to miss the big ones, right? You got some overhangs, and there's you feel like there's that big bass right there. You got to be able to flip into that, right?
Yeah.
So
So
how often? Oh, good.
I was going to say, what is your guys' favorite style of fishing? Because I don't know much about fishing, but I know there's different ways to go about it.
I like fast action, like crankbaits.
Just flip it out there, just start reeling them in.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Crankbaits, spinnerbaits I like a lot, and then I've been getting into the jerkbaits a little bit. So.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Jacob?
Well, mine could be my dad's favorites is a spinnerbait, and that's obviously my favorite because we use it so much. And
Yeah.
then anything that's really fast, like a glide bait. I love glide baits. They're a lot.
I don't even
they
know what
catch
that
the big-
is. What's a glide bait?
Just a big realistic swim bait.
Okay. Does it stay up like shallow up top?
It could be anywhere, however you work it.
Okay.
So a lot of people
I'm
don't.
way out of my league, bro.
A lot of people don't realize every new bait has a different spinning technique, or the way you fish it, the way you move your rod. How have you guys? I mean, how do you learn that? I mean, is it something that like you guys discuss with Coach Sweeney, or is it just something that you guys YouTube and watch?
Well, the meeting before our tournament, he'll tell us what's going on and what you could look for. But mostly it's our boat captains or my dad's telling me how to work it, what to work it. This like a crankbait, you reel it slow last time, so maybe on a chatterbait, if you reel it slow and stop it, they're gonna bite on that. Or if they're not catching the big ones, change the color and get the other ones or lower in size. So really anything.
Tanner, what are you?
I mean, yeah, just practicing with the same bait over and over, and then switching off every once in a while helps a lot. Gain your knowledge on how to use the bait. But other than that, yeah, Cliff gives us a lot of information about how to use the baits. He gave me a lot of knowledge and all of that on fishing in the past. Is it 3 years now that we've been doing?
It's 4.
4.
Oh
Wow. It's been 3.
Yeah, it's been 3.
This is the 4th.
It's on
season.
the 4th. On the 4th season of like actually fishing tournaments and all that. And I've learned a lot from him in general. So.
Yeah. What would you say so far in the time you guys have been doing this fishing team stuff has been like your most memorable, like coolest moment? And it may not even be catching a fish; it may be something else. But
The shootout of last year.
It was this year, but
It was this year?
It was this school year.
Yeah.
It was last season though.
Yeah, the shootout of last season. We got 3rd place in that one. When the fishing was supposed to be really tough, but I mean I was just pulling them in nonstop. Jesse, my favorite moment from that tournament is when he was messing with his rod. He got like a backlash or something, or I don't know, just sitting there or something. And a fish came up there and strike down. I was like, Jesse, you got a fish on.
and he's just standing there with his
He's
rod,
just standing
messing
there,
with his
screwing
line,
around.
like not doing anything, and it just bam.
So
Yeah.
do you like take the rod and jerk it and then hand?
No. And then it came off, right? And then 5 seconds later, it comes smacks my bait, and I'm like, Jesse, you got lucky there. I gave him so much crap for that one.
Wow.
Was it a good? I mean, was it a good fish?
Yeah, it was a good 3-pounder.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Jesse, you missed, or not Jesse. Jason, you missed out on that one.
Yeah. Do you guys feed off each other's energy? Like
Absolutely.
who's at the front of the boat? Who's at the back typically?
I'm usually at the front during the NY at like that, like just us two, controlling the trolling motor and everything. Mostly throwing the majority of the baits. And Jesse's, I have him on.
You don't have me on anything.
Are you the cap? He's the captain.
We have you on.
We're gonna have a this turned into a MMA fishing show.
You're in the back usually.
Well, not all the time.
98% of the time.
Not 98%. I'll tell you that.
All right.
All right,
No, but like when you guys are there, let's say you are in the front, Jesse's in the back, and maybe he's on something. Is he saying, "Hey, this is what I'm throwing. This is the depth," and are you getting excited, switching baits and going at it, or how does that all work?
I kind of try to stick with the route I'm on. But yeah, when he catches a fish, I mean, yeah, I pick up the lure because that's what they were biting on right there, or maybe it was just a coincidence and it just reacted to it. So, I mean, usually we just keep to what we're throwing, and then when we catch a fish, I mean, maybe switch off to that bait and everything. But
We whenever we start getting multiple bites on the same bait, we'll usually switch to the same bait.
Yeah.
So I sense that you guys are pretty intense and pretty, aggressive and angry and physical guys. So when you roll up to these new tournaments or these different events you're going to, is there like some teams out there that you regularly see and you're just like, I can't stand those guys?
Absolutely.
Okay, you don't have to disclose that.
No,
I was
you can disclose it because
So my first year, we were packing bags, and there was just some really cocky and just prideful people, and I just hated it. I was just like, why are you so prideful? Like just like bragging all the time. I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Jesse, why didn't you Hulk them? Just be like the Hulk comes out and you just body slam them.
Believe it or not, my perfect body you see here wasn't exactly my same body in 7th grade.
Oh he's been at my house too long. Good Lord, Jesse.
But that team they were only kids that were like that were the Republic kids.
Oh,
every time
I could see that.
A Republic kid.
They probably had the boat with the logo on it, if I was guessing.
yeah, they did.
Yeah, I bet they did.
We
I could totally.
I don't
see
have
that.
anything against Republic, I guess.
I don't either. I mean,
Bolivar and Aurora. Still hate them.
hey, we play Aurora Tuesday in softball.
You better
We'll take
blow
care of
them.
it. We'll take care of it.
All right. So you guys are feeding off each other's energy. As the boat captain, what is your dad doing? Is he I know he's limited on what he can do, but I mean, is he getting excited? Is there like a 3-way energy going on? You guys are
Absolutely. I think the energy just kind of flows through all of us. We all feed off each other's energy, but majority of the time he's tying on baits or doing something, and if he's not, he's just hyping us up or telling us to stop talking or
No. So he's hyping you up, telling you to stop talking.
yeah,
Okay.
so
I like it.
Your boat captain can tie baits for you.
yeah. I just
Yeah.
can't touch
Oh,
the
that's
water.
awesome.
Yep.
Oh,
just
that's
can't
handy.
cast.
That's really good.
And I think if he's not doing any of those things, he's getting
Taking
the
a
food out
nap?
for us,
You're taking a
or
nap.
just taking out the food,
He's taking out the food,
snacking.
or he's fixing backspin, backlashes.
Or he's controlling the trolling motor because our trolling motor has a remote.
Oh,
So sometimes I don't even have to.
he sounds like me. You guys got a good boat captain.
Yeah.
Dang.
He's really good.
I-
He
Very
feeds you. He ties your lures on. He drives you where you want to go.
Yep.
Do you guys ever buy him dinner?
Tip him or yeah,
Yes. Yes, I do.
you better.
So when you're looking at the schedule, I don't know. I mean, they seem like they're pretty much the same time of year and all that. When you see that one tourney pop up, what's that tournament for you that you're like, yes, I love this one?
Table
Table
rock.
rock.
Yeah,
Okay, so Saturday.
Yep.
Saturday. What do you like about Table Rock so much?
Well, for us, it's the closest lake to us, and I feel that lake is my home turf because we fish it the most. And this is where I've caught all my best fish, and I've had all my best bags of fish.
Tanner?
I mean, yeah, what Jesse was saying, that's where I've caught majority of my fish. I know how to fish it. Cliff's always been fishing there. His dad and all that. They have so many spots and all that. So
It's our most knowledgeable lake, I would say.
So what are the lakes that you guys typically fish in a year? Table Rock, we've got that. Stockton. What else?
I've never fished Stockton.
We haven't fished Stockton. We haven't made it to the championship yet.
Oh,
is that what
sorry.
the championship is?
Whoops.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Stockton or Palmies, where it usually is.
Okay.
But our first year, I think there was Truman, and that was terrible.
Yeah.
That was by far the worst tournament we ever had.
Is that just because you're unfamiliar with the location, or
Well,
that's-
that and we didn't have a boat at the time. Our boat was still, the boat that we had at the time was still being made.
so you had a kayak?
Well, we had this the boat that we called the Stump Jumper.
Oh, that sounds like a fun boat.
The motor didn't exactly run. It had a hole in the block. It looked, or just a leak of where the fuel was
We had
leaking.
So you're paddling to different places?
No, we had to
just
use
put
that.
the trolling motor to work.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you got like 3 batteries on your boat, switching them out every.
I'm surprised it didn't give out halfway through. We had to
It was rough.
troll through the middle of the lake to the other side.
We were
And-
fishing across from Way in the entire.
I just see all these other boats like and they're flying by, and then you see our guys.
It's kind of like when you pull up next to, and I'm not knocking anybody who has an electric vehicle, but you know, like one of those electric vehicles, and you both try to take off, and my truck is, and there's like,
Yeah.
And well, then I think halfway through the tournament, the first day was so bad that my dad borrowed a friend's boat because it was so bad. And the Truman is just built like filled. They just filled a forest, really. So all it is
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
just a big forest filled with water.
yeah,
So
that's rough.
unless
Try
you
not to hit
know-
a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Palmy's a little like that too, isn't it? I mean, it's got quite a bit.
Well, honestly, I haven't really been to Palmy. If I go anywhere, there's always Bull Shoals, Table Rock,
Those are the
Stockton,
best.
Lake Dio when it's not closer to the summertime or anything like that.
So you guys we're fishing for bass in all these tournaments, right?
Yes, sir.
So is there others? Do you guys like do some other fishing too? Like you go crappie fishing or catch some catfish?
What'd you say?
Because of crappie.
My dad has he's a bass fisherman. And every once in a while, he's gone crappie fishing, but I personally haven't gone crappie fishing. Well, I remember one time
Crappie's good, man.
we were catching like some bass, and or maybe it's been a tough day, and I got this real big fish on a jig, and I was reeling in, and it was just this massive fish, just had to be about 6 pounds probably a bass. That's
It
what
was
we
a
thought.
crappie.
And we got it in, and it was just a big old catfish.
Oh, nice.
At
I think it was Bull
What?
Shoals.
Bull Shoals.
It was rough because my dad thought it was disgusting because he doesn't like the bass. Catfish are so slimy,
Yeah.
and they leave slime
yeah,
all over
it's-
the
But
carpet.
they're
disgusting.
so good in your belly.
They are.
So good in the belly.
They are.
So my dad just immediately took it off and just threw it out.
That was it.
It was the first
Trash
bad.
fish.
I think it was the first catfish I ever caught, and it was the course, the biggest
Is
one I
it?
ever
Yeah.
caught is around I think it was around 6 pounds.
Dang.
Just
Wow.
big old long catfish.
Tanner, do you do any other kinds of fishing?
I've
Trout
done-
or anything?
I've gone catfishing a couple of times.
Is it too slow for you? Sounds like it is.
I've lost a couple of rods doing it too.
Why is that?
What was that?
Because I mean, when they strike it, they usually
Oh,
just
you-
straight up run.
You got to have yeah.
Yeah.
I've made that mistake a few times.
I've gone trout fishing a little bit up at where's that Rock Bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Close to the Van Zant. But other than that, yeah, it's just mainly bass fishing that I do.
So as a boat captain, let's say you have a boat, are they checking to make sure, like, do you have to check that boat in? Do they have to look at it and say, does it have insurance and all that stuff? They do. So you have to. Well, if you don't have insurance, you could go to Shelter Insurance and get. I don't know if they do boats, but I know they do home and auto.
That's really good.
And my friend Eric Farron will hook you up with a great deal. So, Eric, we love you. Thanks for sponsoring the show, man. See, I worked that in.
Yeah, you did great.
Yeah.
I was also thinking as a boat captain, like if you, because I'm not mechanically inclined, but I know there's motors and there's usually some kind of a pump. But I don't know if B&B well and pump could work on a boat motor pump. They can also do like wells.
They can do wells. I don't know if they can do binges. Is that where that bilges?
The bilge pump.
Sorry,
The bilge pump.
I went
A binges. That's a different type of deal.
The bilge, maybe they can do that, but
Yeah.
I know they can do wells and pumps.
That's right.
All right. Quick question for you guys. I know if I'm correct, and I may not be, but MLF has banned all active target, live scope, all that stuff. Have you guys ever been able to use it on tournaments?
Yeah, but I think
I don't even know what
the
you're
way
talking
we
about.
fish is just beating the crap out of the bank. Like we hate like the deep fishing. We hate getting it on a deep point in the middle of the lake. That's just not the way we roll. We always beat the crap out of the bank. And so as we do that, it's not really the best to use a live scope, but we try our best to use it. The tournament that we got third in, we didn't even have to use a live scope all day. We turned it off because we thought it was just limiting us.
I
So-
think we stayed in that spot the entire day, didn't we?
Yeah, we stayed around the same area.
Is that what you see like it sounds like there's a lot of boats out there. So I mean, are a lot of kids like you, are you on the bank, or is there a good mix of people in the middle of the lake fishing deep? Or I mean, what does it normally look like?
There's a pretty good mix, but it depends on
What's going on?
Yeah.
It
And
really
time
depends
of
on
day, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the weather, and usually if it's colder, they'll be out in the deep. But sometimes you get lucky and they're on the bank.
like Bull Shoals this year. It was all over the place. There's people, deep water, bank. I don't even know.
So if you had a team that didn't have a boat, like let's say kind of situation like you guys had, where last minute your boat's not there, can you shore fish?
No, I don't.
You have to
believe
be
so.
in a boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you be in a kayak?
I don't believe so.
Nope.
Got to have an actual motor on it? What if it had a trolling motor on it?
Well, obviously a trolling motor will work because the woods or the stump buster
Stump jumper.
stump jumper was so. No, that's awesome, guys. We are anything. I want to ask one more question. Do any of the coaches, like any of them, that you work with, do they have a saying, a phrase, or something that you can share with us that's
Oh no.
either funny or inspirational?
It's a
or-
family show, too.
and it is
I don't believe I can disclose the information.
okay. You're taking the
Fish
section.
harder.
Yeah,
Flipping boat ducks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to, like, if you have Jesse, if you have a girlfriend, do you have to break it with her during bass season, or is that easy to manage?
I think sometimes my dad would prefer if I did, but I personally don't believe you have to.
Okay. Well, I had to ask that question, Tanner. It's you know why I'm joking like that, right? So okay, all right, guys. Well, we appreciate you guys coming on, and like I was telling Coach Sweeney, if we can do something to promote you guys better, or find you some captains or whatever, help raise money, please use us. That's why we're here. And we just want to see you guys go out and do the best you can.
Tear them up Saturday. I hope you guys do really well.
I'll be at Indian Point on Saturday diving. So if you do get by that way, where's your weigh-in?
It's the state park.
Oh yeah, I'll be I'm literally diving from 8 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock at night. So what I'll do is
I'll say you can test the rule.
I'll send my emergency signal up, and you guys can just be like, "Oh, John's got one down here." For real, guys, we're not doing that. So if this gets leaked, but we're doing it. Guys, thank you, and much success this weekend. We're proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. So
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for
you're
coming.
welcome, buddy. All right, we have got 2 young guns coming up.
Now you say young guns.
Well, I
but
can't
it
really
sounds
say
like
I can't say young guns because that is our buddy that races
Oh yeah. Well, okay, we got some youngsters
youngsters.
coming on here, but it sounds like they may know a thing or two. Golden, you're gonna have to scooch up, buddy. Have to scooch you up, man.
Yeah, just get up and move your chair a little bit up and
Get your ears on.
It's
What'd
kinda
you do
tough.
to your hand? We're gonna start with your hand. Is that your? Did you get you a big bass that broke your fingers or something?
Do you guys ever? So another thing too, and
Whoa!
before I get to you, why are you sitting so close to me, brother? I mean, no, I'm kidding. You can sit there. So I went and had my boat serviced, and I was talking to Coach Sweeney about it, and my winch had cracked. But I really should have contacted J&G Services, because they specialize in all types of trailers and campers.
They fix stuff like that.
Yeah, from extensive repairs to routine maintenance and service, J&G Services will hook you up.
Yeah, that's Jackson Snyder and his dad. Our former. I mean, well, I guess it is former at this point. Wrestler.
Yeah, good
Good
dude,
dude.
good family.
Oh,
So
yeah.
thank you so much for sponsoring us there. So, guys, introduce yourselves. I don't think I've met you. Have you met me before? Okay,
You got to get up on that mic, Colton. Get up closer. What's your name?
I don't even.
Try it again.
I'm Colden.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go, Colden. You got to get
Get
up.
on that mic, man. Everybody out there wants to hear from you. They do not care about John and I. Trust me.
I'm looking at the stats, and all of a sudden, like 8,000 ladies just
They've
came
listened
on.
to us for years. They're
They're
tired of us. They want to hear about you. All right. So, what grade are you fellas in? Get up there, man. You gotta
Sixth.
get on that mic. Thank you.
6th grade. So when did you? So this is this your first year on the bass team, or have you?
We did it a little bit last year.
Okay.
How was it? How was it from last year to this year? Do you feel like you guys have gotten better?
Yeah, a lot better.
A lot better? Catching more fish and bigger fish? Yeah. Who's the better fisherman?
Me.
Oh. Okay.
Is that true, or are you going to dispute that?
I'd say we're pretty split.
Oh, okay.
Tanner and
Tanner has no humble to him, does he? Or Colden has no no humble to you, do you? You're just like, that's me, man. I love it. I like a little bit of that.
Yeah, yeah. So how long have you guys been fishing?
we've both been fishing like I'd say since we were real little. But
Well, you are little. So like, what are we talking? Like 3, 4, 5?
You're one?
It's like 4 years old or so.
Wow.
Does that sound right, Colden?
Yeah.
So do you guys, okay, because I can distinctly remember being that age and my dad putting, now this is how old I am, I'm going to date myself, one of those cane poles in my hand at a river and catching, some panfish. Do you guys remember the first fish you caught?
I've always used a rod.
Well, I mean, I know you have. That's why I preempted that I'm old, so thanks. No, but I mean, do you remember that first experience of going out, getting that first fish, and then just, I don't care what size it is, you're just super proud of it?
Yeah, the first fish I caught, me and my dad go to a place called Greasy Creek, and it's like with that little Spider-Man rod, that little
Yes.
Oh, cool, yes.
I still got one of them.
put a little worm bobber on it and cast near a bush, get a bite every cast.
What was your first fish?
I think it was like a sunfish.
Sunfish. Colden, what about you?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't remember your first fish?
No.
You've caught so many that you don't
can't
remember.
even remember. All right, here. How about this then? Can you remember the biggest fish you've caught, and then how big was the fish? Honestly, how big was the fish?
I caught my biggest fish
yesterday.
Oh, wow. What
Okay.
was it? How,
6 pounds, 13 ounces.
wow. No way.
Ask him.
Where'd you catch it? Where'd you catch it?
High five, brother.
In your pond? All right. What about you, brother?
Mine ain't as big as his, but mine's about like 6 pounds, 3 ounces.
That's huge.
Where'd you catch it? Do you remember?
It was at a lake with my friend Riker.
Okay.
Riker.
Yeah.
What? Is he in your grade?
Yeah, I used to go to another school with him. His family would take me tubing and camping.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fun.
cool. So that's huge. I mean, so when you go out to these tournaments, if you pull in a fish that size, do they have big fish? They have big fish prizes. Have you guys ever won that? Came close or?
We won the last 2 tournaments. Yeah, we did.
You won the last.
You won the last 2
I love
tournaments?
this. Yeah, we did. Did you not know that?
You guys have won the last 2 that you've been to?
Yeah, we got big bass and the total bag weight.
Nice.
That is amazing. You guys are going to be on the Bassmaster Classic before it's all over.
Is there even that? I can't keep up with all these different leagues anymore. So, but so what do you? I mean, you're young. What do you guys aspire to do with fishing? I mean, you're both very talented, obviously.
Might go into college with it. We don't necessarily know yet. Right now, we're just doing it for fun and getting to be better friends and fish.
Yeah.
Golden
Yeah.
So, man, a few words, John.
man, a few words. He lets his fishing talk.
That's
for
right.
him,
All right, here. How about this? What do you got, Colden? I'm starting with you. What do you like most about fishing? Because you're not always catching. So, what do you like most about fishing?
Catching fish.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, brother?
Yeah, I mostly like catching fish, but my dad used to tell me about a bad day at fishing is better than a good day at work.
That's right.
That is some truth.
I'll tell you, and this is people will ask me like in hunting and fishing, like they'll say, "How long did you fish today?" I don't know, 5 hours. What'd you catch? Nothing. They'll be like, "How did you? That's so boring." And I'm like, if you get out and you're on the lake before the sun rises, and you've got the calmness, because that's the only time you typically see those lakes still, and then the sun's rising, it's creating. And then you ask me, "Is there a God?" I'm like, look at the painting you just painted me. You know, I mean, it's just so neat to be in tune with nature like that. You guys ever think like that? I mean, you guys ever appreciate all the
Take a moment.
yeah,
Yeah.
like tell us more.
It's like getting to a spot early in the morning, like you said, like watching the sun come up, watching the water real still when nobody's really out there. It's real nice to see.
Colton,
Yeah.
He's going to say, yeah. I knew he was going to say
who is
yeah.
your boat captain?
Cody.
Him? Is that
Him?
your-
Is he having...
do you know him
Yeah.
pretty well? Okay.
So what's it like having him as your boat captain? You can't say yeah.
I'd say it's pretty good. He gives us good advice.
Does he give you good snacks? Like you
We
get some
give
soda
him good
pops?
snacks.
You give him. So you guys buy the snacks for, and rightfully so. I mean,
Absolutely.
they're putting in a whole. They don't bring you snacks.
Yeah, we're
Man,
not allowed
he's
to
hardcore. Those guys
Golden
are
here likes
they're
to
eating.
race. We're not
You've
allowed
got
to
to eat while you fish. There's like that's almost breaking. Fishing.
Yeah.
There should be a rule that if you don't consume a bag of beef jerky while you're fishing,
at least.
you're or something.
I remember that.
Yeah. Only when you're
Okay.
moving spot to spot. Yeah, the boys are back there like, oh, we're hungry.
What kind of fishing do you guys like to do? Do you like to get up close to the banks, or do you like to fish out towards the deeper water?
I like to use the live scope. Yeah, live
Well, I don't know.
scope.
That didn't answer my question, Colden. I said, do you like to fish up on the bank, or do you like to fish out where it's deeper
Or it's deeper.
using the live scope? That's cheating.
Not really.
Yeah, I'll tell you, like in and I 100% get that argument, but at the same time,
I
I've
was
been.
just kidding.
No, I know, but I mean, for people out there, like I have been on crappie beds that have 1 million crappie on them, and I'll throw everything at them, and they won't bite.
Nothing.
You know, it does go back to technique, and it does go back to, you know, understanding feeding patterns, weather, stuff like that, where they're at in the year, and so, you know, live scope. I use active target too. Not for fishing, for diving. But you know, it is really not as game changing as I think people think. Like I can totally understand, like Cliff just saying, "We're done with this today. This is our route," you know. So I just had to throw that in there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know a lot of the major fishing professional fishermen. They have outlawed all that now. Correct. Yeah. So,
Which I kind of get,
I-
right?
no,
Like,
I
especially
do.
if you're a professional, like
Sure.
that's your job.
sure.
Then just go do that.
Yeah. I don't care either way. My thing is like these boys, what's exciting is like all these boys right here, whether you're using live scope or not, you are learning the fundamentals
Uh-huh.
of where a bass is and where to catch them, you know, what to use and all that sort of stuff. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's not just throw a line in the water and just hope it comes, right? I mean, it's frustrating sometimes. What is your favorite tournament to fish?
If we're going like lake, me and Colton agree that I'm pretty sure is Bull Shoals.
Bull, yeah. You too? You agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go back tonight and count how many words you said, and I'm going to like wonder because I know it's in you. Like I can see you're wanting to say
Yeah.
something. You're wanting to go, you know, go off, but
Hey, so you guys are young, and we've never had sixth graders on our show before, so that's pretty cool. So, what, like, do you guys do anything else through the school besides fishing? Like, what do you guys do?
We do football.
You guys play football?
Yeah, he did wrestling.
Okay. So you're a football and fisherman?
Yeah, I just joined here last year, beginning
where did you come from?
of Springfield.
Were you so glad to get out to a real school?
Probably left all his buddies, man.
What about you, Colton?
I've been here for like a while.
The question was, what else do you do? Do you play basketball, football, anything else? Oh, you said wrestle. I'm sorry.
He says
That was
he
me.
he said
That
he
was
plays
me.
football and he wrestles. Do
Yeah.
you do anything
Sorry.
else? You play some baseball or soccer?
No.
None of those things? Okay. You kind of looked at me weird, like when I said, I don't know what I say.
Okay, let me ask you this. You know, as you guys progress, because you're super young, and it's exciting that you're this passionate about this sport. So let's say, you know, you're tearing it up on the fishing, you're tearing it up in football. If a college came to you, or in wrestling, college came to you and said, we'll give you a full ride, it's fishing, football, or wrestling, what would you choose?
Fishing.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay.
Love that. You know why I like fishing? Because you don't have to run 3 miles. You basically have to run from bow to stern, and you know. But I think that's a great sport. So what is your boat captain, Cody? Does he have any phrases or sayings or anything funny he's yelling at you guys as you're going?
We'll throw a lure like 40 feet into a tree. There's $17 hanging from a tree.
But that's true, right? I mean,
Yeah.
We use a lot of lures and then it gets mad at us.
well,
yeah. Well, it's not cheap.
It is
costs
not.
money.
Yeah, it costs a lot of money.
You better take that scholarship money you guys are winning all these tournaments and replenish the lure bin.
Yeah. Is it? Are you hot, or is it just because
It's just you, man.
because I had the jacket on?
I think it's just you.
I
and
was
your
going to
hair.
say we probably need to get Julian's Heating and Air out here to check this thermostat because it is a little warm to me, but I do have a sports jacket on. I love them. They've been a super good, friends of ours. But not only that, they've come out and fixed problems we've had, and just a great group of people that are a newer business to Rogersville, but they have fully come in and supported everything, and their work is just amazing. So thank you, Julian's Heating and Air.
Hey, fellas, I got a question for you. If you guys got some friends at school that fish, I assume, yeah?
No,
You don't have any friends, nobody at school that fishes.
not really. No.
Okay.
Not like as a team like we do.
All right. So here's the deal. If you could pitch to your best buddy, like your pitch to get him on the team, give it to us. What would you tell him?
Love
like
it.
right now.
Great
They're
question.
watching you. You got your best buddies watching, and you want them to come fish with you. What would you tell them?
I tell them it's real fun to get out there. Like, it's a great time. Like, it's better than being at school and sitting there and rotting for 7 hours.
Love it. Hey, that should be a shirt.
That'd be a T-shirt, man.
Join LR Fishing,
Better
or
than
you
rotting
could just
in school.
rot for 7 hours. I love it. That's awesome. I love it. Colton, how would you pitch?
What's your pitch, man?
You should join the fishing team because it's fun and you should.
Okay.
like
I got one last question for you. So you caught your personal best this weekend. You're like right there with him. When you guys come into school Monday, are the girls like lined up down the hallway saying 6-pound bass?
No.
And you're beating them off and saying, I'm here for education. I'm
No,
here for
he's
education.
rotting away for 7 hours.
I know. He's just like, no. But honestly, do your friends think it's cool that you guys are? I mean, that's for being your age. It's amazing what you're doing.
Yeah, a few friends are kind of talking to us about it and
Uh-huh.
wondering how we do it and what we do. Like, a couple people have been up to me, like, how do you get on the fishing team? I want to do it. Like,
That's awesome.
That is cool, man. And I'm sure you're optimistic and positive about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you do to your hand? Was that the bass that you caught? Just, like, broke your fingers, or?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was, but
Oh.
it's on a trampoline being an idiot.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
Trampolines. That's and I'm so glad Alicia said no trampolines ever.
Yeah, they can,
because that
they
is
can hurt
a
you.
death trap.
Yeah, they can hurt you.
I had a question. I can't remember what it was going to be.
I don't know,
It
man.
was a good one, a
Yeah.
really good one. So what do you guys? So let's look towards the future. Where do you guys see? What are your goals just through LR? I'm not saying I know you guys both want to go on and fish in collegiate level, but is there a state championship, or is it just?
That's kind of what the championship is because we got
Yeah.
the whole state
Mhm.
involved in it.
So when you guys have your
We got 307 teams in the high school.
So when you guys have your banquet, do you guys have a banquet or anything?
We are going to do this year have like Angler of the Year.
Gonna have a little trophy.
Yeah.
Do some trophies. and
That would
stuff.
be
That'd
so
cool.
fun if, I don't want to speak for JP, but I know that guy, and to have it out there and do like, a cookout and
Mhm.
stuff. And oh, do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
That would be really cool to come out and see, the success you guys have had.
You guys got a favorite professional fisherman that you just really like?
I think we can both relate to Cody Huff because he's from Missouri like we are, and he's
Yeah.
a very good fisherman.
Johnny Morris.
Johnny Morris? I love that. I had dinner with him a few weeks ago.
That kid is smart.
I really did.
They got some boats,
Talk to him about your 36-pound bass at it.
I would never talk to Mr. Morris about my 36-pound bass because one, I really did have dinner with him, and I was like a kid at a Britney Spears Taylor Swift concert. I was like, that's what that guy is to me. I'm like, I appreciate everything he's done. So, anyways, anything else, Ryan? You got any other questions?
I don't know. I think you guys are doing great. I really appreciate you guys coming up here and talking on these mics. You did all right. Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to go back, Ryan, when these kids are graduating, and we'll play this show,
Mhm.
and then we'll play the senior
Yes.
show and see the difference.
See the difference?
Because I'm going to tell you, this guy's not. I know he has more than one word.
Yeah, he does.
He is just wanting to
Uh-huh.
say it. So,
Yeah, he does. Trust me.
yep. Guys, good luck. You're going to Table Rock as well this weekend. Is that correct?
Well, you guys won the last two. We expect another victory in this one. No pressure.
Yep. Yeah, and prayers with all the boat captains and you guys, because it's, that's
A lot happening.
a lot happening. And but we are super proud of you, and you, congratulations, are the by far youngest guest we've ever had on here. So, Ryan, anything else?
I don't know. I think that's it for tonight. Man.
Show next weekend is
working on
soccer. Yes, we get to ask the question, best hair. Now, hold on. I'm going to enter this.
Whoa! You might win, man.
No, I'm kidding. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Guys, like we, told the other team, please, if we can do anything to promote, funding for you guys or, whatever you're doing, don't hesitate to ask. We'd gladly do it. You can still buy raffle tickets up till tomorrow at 6. And what kind of? Oh, it is American Predator
223
Ruger Gen 2, which is a fantastic gun. So
help for like entries and help with gas and all that stuff.
Yeah, gas has got to be one of your major things. So, all right, soccer next weekend.
Yep.
We're kind of drawn
Things
down,
coming
man.
to an end eventually.
Summer's about here. So
yeah, it's crazy. And then it's up again.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for coming out, and being part of this, and go Cats.
Go Cats.